So once again, a very good afternoon. Hi everyone, my name is Abhinav. I'm a qualified CA, CPA, MBA. I hold almost 13 years of experience working with various corporates, consulting firm, private equity. Currently, I'm working with an angel fund. I have the experience of executing various structured deals across the globe, be it US, be it Europe, be it Middle East, and Oceania. Besides being very actively involved on the corporate side, I am very actively involved on the academic side as well, taking sessions for the US CPA, CMA, CFA, and various management and business courses. So that's pretty much about me. Let's start the session with a quick round of introduction so that we get to know each other much better. You can introduce yourself with the name, education, your work experience, where are you currently working, and lastly, have you taken the part 1 classes with us or not? Okay. I think now you can unmute your mic and introduce yourself. Can you please do? Ashok, can you please do? Can you please introduce yourself? Or Sarvana, you want to go first? Sure. Have you done, Sarvana, you've done the, you can unmute yourself also. Ashok, Sarvana, you can unmute yourself and speak also.
Yeah. Hi, sir.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Sarvana here. I'm a working profession, so around 14 years of experience I have. I have been working in some MNC company. So as assistant manager, accounts and finance. So I have completed my BCom and MBA finance also. And quite after a very long time, I come to studies. So it is around 16 years completed now. So after 16 years, I'm starting my CMA. So there is a huge gap. So I'm expecting that definitely I have to put some additional effort to collect all my accounts, recollect things, and I need to put some more effort. So that's what my planning. So
sure. Have you done the part 1 classes?
no, sir. So this is the first session I'm attending.
Sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
Ashok, can you please unmute your mic and introduce? Same things, name, education, experience, and done classes. Sanjeev, can you please unmute your mic and introduce? Or you can, if maybe you don't have the mic with you, if you want to share it here on the chat also, that's it. Okay, I think we can start then our session today. Anyone who has done the part, all the three of you? No? Sure. So that's the ground we are looking to cover today, right? If you have anything. Sure, Ashok, no issues. Is it audible now? Ashok, is it audible now? Sarvana, is it audible now? Sure. So this is what we are looking to finish today, right? This is the ground we are going to cover. We are going to look into the eligibility. What are the steps for becoming the CMA? Understanding the codes. We'll see the codes on a broad level, right? Content provider, I'm going to share that with you, basic screen. So we'll see how the software is going to look like. And lastly, I'll open it up for your questions if you have. Okay. Let's see. Eligibility, if I talk about, there is not really any eligibility criteria for that. It is not like a It's not like a CA. It's not like a CPA where you need a certain credit hours or something. We don't have any eligibility criteria in this case. Even if you are a graduate who are pursuing your college also, still you can attend. You can attempt your CMA examinations. These are the steps for you to become the CMA, right? So if you are studying or any qualification, you have to clear the two exams. There are two parts in that case. 2 years of working experience you need for the purpose of getting your license, for the purpose of getting your membership, and finally you get the membership. So if you see everything out of it, out of all the 4 steps, everything is more procedure oriented. The more focus we will have on the second step, which is clearing the part 1, so both the parts in that case. So that is what the core function of our class is going to be, helping you in every way possible so that you can clear your exams in this case. If you need any other help regarding the experience thing, education thing, registration thing, if you need any eligibility criteria, or you want to know about the exam process, team will definitely help you out on the same itself. You can be in touch with our admin team. They'll 100% help you out on that. Sure. Thank you, Ashok, for that. Exam pattern. So guys, there are 4 hours. It's a 4-hour examination. You can appear in any order, right? So part 1, part 2, you can appear in any order. It's not compulsion that you have to first appear for part 1 and then part 2. No. There are 75% there are MCQs. 25% is going to be essay writing. 25% is going to be essay writing in this case. There is no negative marking, so that's why we strongly suggest in that case that you do not skip any questions. Attempt all the questions in that case. Do not skip anything. It's not a negative marking at all in that case. Exam process. So as I discussed, there are 2 parts of it. One is the first is the multiple choice question. Second is the essay writing. Multiple choice question. As I said, this is the 4-hour exam. First 3 hours, you will do the MCQs, multiple choice questions. And then lastly, 1 hour, it is going to be all about essay writing. When you're having the multiple choice question, you will have 100 questions. Once you attempt all the 100 questions and you have given your MCQs in that case, you will move and do the essay writing, which is the 2 questions you are having in this. Any questions up till here, everyone? No? Now, this is what the course look like to you. So this is going to be part 1. This is going to be part 2. Part 1, financial planning and analysis, performance and the analytics. So basically, it's going to be external financial reporting, planning and budgeting, forecasting, performance management, cost management, internal controls, technology and analytics, and that's about the part 2. I'll go further detail into that what is the percentage weightage of that. So this is part 1. This is part 2. We are going to start the part 2. Now, this is the content allocation of the part 1. That means how much percentage comes from every category in this case. So if I talk about the external financial reporting, this is going to be, if I broadly talk about every criteria, it is going to be more like a accounts for you, right? So basic terminologies about the accounts, not a very advanced level of the accounts, very basic level of the accounts. I'm sure you would have done it you have done much more than that in your career also in this case. So it's very basic level of accounting. Planning, forecasting, we understand, we do all the budgeting, forecasting, whatever we do in this case in our offices also. Performance management is basically your budgeting, your MISs, dashboards, what we make in that case, how's the performance going in that case. Cost management is all about the costing. Cost management is about the costing, that various costing methods of the costing in that case, ABC costing, process costing, job costing, how to allocate the overheads, all of it is going to be the part of it. Internal controls, as we understand how the system should be in place, what are the internal control systems in that case, all of it is going to be part of it. And lastly, technology and analytics, how the technology should be used in that case. So if you see, everything is very holistically planned in that case. Let's move to the part 2 also, which is financial statement analysis, which is 20%. Corporate finance, very interesting topic, again a 20%. Decision analysis, when you're making any decisions about the investment of it, it's going to be 25%. One of the crucial one, 25% of the weightage. Risk management, how you will manage your risk in this case. First, identify risk and manage the risk. Lastly, investment decisions in that case. Lastly, professional ethics in this case. Again, a very solidified the curriculum in that case. So if you see all of it, if you see that sum total of the part 1 and part 2, it gives you a flavor of variety of it, right? You are having accounts also, you are having the financial analysis also, you are having internal control also, costing also, IT also. So it's a very holistic subject. It's a very holistic subject. So it's not a lopsided exam, right, where you are becoming major in the accounts, or you're becoming in a particular area, FP&A only. No, it's a holistic. So we are getting the holistic understanding of everything, so that you can make your decisions of your career, that which direction you want to go. So I really like this course because of that, because it's a very holistic course rather than a very lopsided course itself. I'll cover the few frequently asked questions which I generally get, and then I'll open for your questions. Generally, people ask which part we should start with. I would say it will totally depend on how much time you are having, how much comfort you are having with any part in that case. So accordingly, you should start. As I said, there is no compulsion on anything that which part should I start for. You can write your part 2 also, or you can write part 1 also. It's absolutely up to you which part you want to start with. So in this case, I would suggest first have a look at the material. Try to see where your comfort is, right? And then according to that, you can start that also. Some people like starting with the complicated part, because they thought that let me just first finish the complicated part. After that, the easier going to be left for me. Some people like starting with the easier one, so that once you clear the easier one, you will get the more confidence in that case. Up to you. Both approaches are okay. Depends on what is your priority in that case. Okay, so the way Sarvana was saying that you're starting studies after a very long time, then I would suggest start with the easier portion, so that get into the rhythm, because once you catch up the rhythm, after that it's going to be very easy. So once you catch up the rhythm, initially after a gap, it's going to be, I totally understand, it's a very difficult thing after a gap when you pick it up. Then it's very important for you to identify your rhythm, because once you find the rhythm, after that there is no looking back. So yeah. Testing window, that means when can you write your exams? You can write your exams, as I said, in any order. You can write your exams in January or February, in May and June, and September, October. These are the 6 months where you can write your exams at any date. You can go onto the Prometric website and schedule your exams. In that case, our team will help you out in that if you need any help, how to appear, how to apply for it, they'll help you out in that case. So don't worry on that. Okay, so you can write, these are the testing window means you can write your exams in these months. So it's good that right now we are sitting in April. You plan, right, April. If you can target, let's say June end, or if you want to skip the cycle completely, you want to target for September, you can target for September also in this case. Okay, generally these are the testing months. So if you are writing your exams in January, it generally takes 60 days almost. So you get your results in March. If you're writing in February, again the 2 months, March and April, you're going to get the results in April. So generally consider the gap of the 50 days, 60 days in that case, and you will get your results in that case. Okay, what is the passing score? Passing score is basically you're supposed to score 360. 500 is the score. 500 is the total number, and out of that you have to score 360. So roughly around you have to score 72% is the score you have to score in that case. Overall passing percentage. So if this is the statistics for the Q1 of the 2020, generally on an average the passing percentage, if I talk about globally, is approximately 45% for both, for part 1 also, and for the part 2 is approximately 45%. Not a bad thing. 45%, if you say roughly around 50%. So if the 2% are writing the exams, on an average 1% is passing the exam, which is huge, which is, I think it's a great number, not a bad number at all in this case. So that means it is not a very complicated course. If we are giving a proper time, a proper attention to it, it's not at all a difficult course. 45% is a very good number. Okay. Again, a lot of time I hear this question, that is it like a group, that if I clear part 1 but unfortunately could not clear part 2, do I have to write the part 1 again? No, it's not like a CA. For example, if you have cleared the part 1, if someone passed the part 1 but could not clear the part 2, in this case the person just need to write the part 2 only, not everything. So you just need to write the part 2 only, that's it. there is a validity of the past exam. So that means once you clear your exam, you get 36 months to clear the another subject in that case. So for example, if the someone has cleared the part 1 on 1st January 2021, so you got almost 24, you got almost 36 months. So that means you got almost 3 years to write your exam second part in that case. So you have to clear your part 2 by 31st December 2024. If unfortunately the person could not clear this exam, whatever the exam you cleared here, that will also go away. But 36 months is going to be more than enough in that case to write the other exam. As I said, 36 months is quite enough. So it's a continuous 6 months window. So you got 36 months. So on an average, you got 18 months to clear that exam, or writing that exam, which is going to be more than enough. In fact, you can you can clear CMA in between almost 4 times. So don't worry about the time window of that. 36 months is going to be more than enough for you. Self notes, should we make the notes or the material is sufficient? What should be the case in that case? I think the backer material is tremendous. It is beautifully written in that case, so that should not be a problem. But obviously, I would suggest that all the time that if you can make notes, right? If you get time to make the notes, nothing beats that, because writing notes is as good as reading 5 times and 6 times. So if you read a book 5 times, 6 times, and what is if you make the notes, it is as good as 5 times in that case. So it stays in your memory much better. So I would highly recommend you to make the notes. Though in the class, my preference would also be the same, that I will provide you the notes as much as possible, provide you the charts and the graphs as much as possible in that case. But besides that, if you need still anything, you feel I should add this, please feel free to do that. I think it is going to be absolutely important and crucial in that case. Incorporate MCQs, I'll come back in 2 minutes to that point also. Our SPOC, our single point of contact, is going to be CMA at the VGLD team. You can have any concern, you can any admin issue or something, you can address them. We are having a separate WhatsApp group also. If you face any problem there also, you can put your queries to that also. We have Sabiha, we have Bulbul. If you have any issues in the any of the book issue, any of the recording issue, you be in touch with them. They will definitely help you out. Okay. Have you got the access of the backer? Have you got the access of the backer? No. Okay. I'll quickly walk you through the backer software to see how will it will look like. Okay. Backer, what is going to be in the backer? Backer is it's covering it's having almost 500 flashcards. Flashcards is a quick way for you to revise anything. 3,000 multiple choice question, which is going to be more than sufficient. More than sufficient is going to be for you. 70 essay writing practice in this case, right? It's an adapt to you technology. That means wherever you are messing around in any particular topic, you're messing around, it will automatically identify that topic and will try to give you more and more questions to that, so that you can practice more with that. Simulated exam, so that means exactly the way you're going to write the exam in the CMA, similar exam, mock exam is going to be in your software also, so that you can practice that also. In case you have any need in that case, the academic support is also available there. Let's see the backer software. Okay. So the moment you log in, that's how your screen is going to look in. So I've done nothing. I've just logged in my user ID and password, and that's how you will get this. Okay, you can change. I'm just quickly helping you out with how to walk through the software. Any problem if you have, let me know. This is how you can change part 1 and part 2. Okay, so let's say part 1, right? These are you. What is this you? These are the units. These are, I can say broadly, the chapters in that case, right? Any of the chapters, if you go, these are the chapters. When you go in the chapters, so first is the U is the unit. U is going to be unit. Let me just go back again. U is going to be the units. In the units, there are subunits, right? In the units, there are subunits. In those subunits, so there are total 6 units. If I talk about in the part 1, there are 6 units. And every unit, there are subunits. So if I opened Q1, which is the external reporting, in that case, I could find 9 subunits, right? So we are calling it modules. Module 1, Module 2, Module 3, Module 4, Module 4, and this. So these are the modules in that case. Let's say you open anything. Let's say you open financial statement inventory, let's say, right? In this case, you can see the recorded lectures also. You can see the recording lectures. Okay, mind it, these are not the lectures we are going to provide you right now, right? Or these lectures, this is something different, right? This is some of the lectures which is provided by the backer, right? So if you want to see what the backer faculty is going to, what is saying in that case, for these are the lectures. The lectures we are going to have it, that would be recorded in the ATA tuition in that case. Have you got the access for the ATA tuition, everyone? So that would be, so yes, whoever has not received that, be in touch with the team, because next week onwards we'll start the classes. So you should have that, so that even if you are missing the classes, you can see the recorded classes also. And make sure you're seeing the recorded classes, at least if you're not able to attend the live lectures, please see the recorded lectures. So if you have not received, be in touch with Bulbul, be in touch with Sabiha, and try to get the details of this, and log in your details for the 88 tuition, 88 education, where you will find all the recorded lectures. Whatever we are going to do, you will find all the recorded lectures within 24 to 48 hours. They generally upload the lectures in that case. So these are the backer lectures. If I go to any MCQs, how will I do? I will say start. Okay. When I press the start, they'll ask me 3 questions. All the question in the topic, that means do I want to do all the topics, all the question in this particular module. Second is unanswered. If I have not answered this question in this case, or if I have answered, or also I have done something mistake in that case, those answer I should do. Lastly is the marked question. That means any question I have marked. Right now everything is disabled because I have not done anything in this case. Let's begin the MCQs in that case. Okay, so that's how your interface is going to look like. This interface is going to look like this. Okay, now here if you see, I'll quickly share what is this. Here it is going to tell you that what is actually the session going on, how much correct, how much incorrect is going to be there. This topic, if you want to see in which book is there, because by looking into this, for example, by looking into this, you could not understand, by looking into the question, you could not figure out where you have read this in the book. So you can open the textbook and find out where is this in the textbook. So this is going to talk about, this is something which is going to talk about your statistics also. Have you attempted everything or not? Let's say anything. Do you know the answer of this? Which of the inventory accounting methods is not permitted under IFRS? Anyone? Any answer? Don't worry about the correct answer. Give me any answer. Any guesswork? Let's see if your gut feeling is working or not. FIFO? No, FIFO is allowed, but still I'll take your answer. FIFO is allowed. So now when I click this, it becomes green. Oh, sorry, it becomes red. So it becomes red, Maruti. In that case, that means it's a wrong answer. And if you go down, they will tell you why it is a wrong answer. What is the correct answer? Correct answer is incorrect. Correct answer is B. Guys, is it too small? Can you read my screen properly? Shall I zoom? Is it legible for you? Maruti, is it legible for you? Or shall I zoom more? Okay. So it says it's a wrong answer automatically. Okay, thank you. So this is red. and it will tell you why it is wrong. Because IFRS states that the inventory accounting method used by the entity should match the actual flow. LIFO rarely reflects the actual position, and it is prohibited by the IFRS. So it will tell you, and it will, the good part about the backer is it will also tell you why every other answer is wrong also. Generally, if you find any MCQs, they just tell you this is the correct answer and thank you so much. But the good part about the backer is they just tell you everything, that why it is wrong in that case, which is a good explanation in that case. So for example, we have done one question, 1%, 100% incorrect, 0 is correct. And I think, okay, this is wrong question. Let me do one thing. Let me mark this question so that next time when I'm coming, I will practice this question. So when I mark this here, everyone, when I see a flag here, there is a flag here. Can you see a flag here? Is it visible to you? So when I mark this, automatically this question is going to be marked in this case, so that in case I want to do this question, this is the mistake I have done, I want to flag this question. Okay. Let's see if I go to question number 5. It's a very big question, leave that. Okay, this during a period of the decreasing prices, that means we are talking about the deflation, cost of goods sold will be like this is the question in that case. COGS is going to be higher or lower or higher in that case. In this case, lower under FIFO than the VFO. Again, a wrong answer. In this case, again, it is saying D is the answer, and that's how it is going to be the scenario in this case. Again, if I say I want to mark this, I mark this. And now I'm done with it. I have to, it's not necessary that I have to do every question. I have done 1 or 2 more questions. Okay, let's say I've done this question also, and blah, blah, blah. I gave it this answer. This is also wrong. And I see this is also da, 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 da. And I mark this. This is correct, right? This is correct. So that moment I click it correct, it will become green automatically. So that means my percentage, my statistics will change. Now 3 is incorrect, 1 is correct in this case. Okay. Now I'm done with it. Let's see, I have some work. Now I have to go back. So finish the test. It will say you have not attempted all the questions. Some of them are flagged. Are you sure you want to finish this? Yes. It will tell you how is your performance in that case. So basically, average time per question. So you have given on an average, you have given 1.15 minutes. You have given on an average per question. Number of the question you have answered 1. Total 30 questions, you have answered 4 questions only, and 4 answer you have corrected. Total time you have given 5 minutes. On an average per minute per question you have given 1.16. Okay, let's say I've come out and I want to go again in this. After I have some point of time, I have revised everything, I want to go again. Then I will go again. Now this will ask, do you want to do the marked question? Do you want to do the incorrect question? Let's say I want to do the marked question, right? Now it will just show you the marked question. Now, Maruti, do you know the answer for this? Which of the following accounting is not permitted under IFRS? Do we know the answer now? Yes. Answer in this case is going to be LIFO. Correct. See, you learned this now. That's the advantage of that. That's the advantage of that. When you find any mistake in that case, you keep marking that point, and later on when you want to come back and revisit that, you can actually do that. It's a very good tool in that case, that when you find that this is the area which I'm facing problem, you just keep marking that. Now you have solidified this concept in that case, you will unmark that. You don't waste you do the time in that case. You will unmark that question. Then you will see this, then blah, blah, blah. This is going to be this. Again, you have done the mistake in that case. Let it be marked in that case. So that next time it will come and ask you, you can do again in this question. Again, finish the test. Okay. See that also. Good statistics also. You have worked this question and you have done wrong. That means this is the question you are doing it again and again wrong. Again, the same statistics that I have total spent 1 minute on that, 30 seconds on an average I gave for every question. That's how you can attempt every MCQs in that case. Don't worry, we are going to do many MCQs in the class itself. Now, this is the statistics available for you, right? So that means you have done 2 sessions. First session, you have done it on 17th April, since we are doing everything now only, it is giving round. But if you are doing it after a gap of it, it will just show you the log report also, so that you can take the corrective action on that also. So it will have everything. This has MCQs, somewhere will have a essay also. Not every topic is essay friendly, so it's not necessary everywhere you'll find the essays. So like that also, you will find the essays also in this case. I'm going back. So we have done part 1, unit 1. Can you see a slight bit of can you see this circle which is getting filled? I don't know whether it is visible or not. It's green, a bit of it. A bit of green is visible to you. Yeah, this shows that you have started working on that. The moment you finish everything, this entire circle is going to be green. The moment you finish it, this entire circle is going to be green. The moment you finish everything, it will start becoming a green to you. It is a very good visual tool for you, so that you know that yes, 5th module is something I have finished. I have to finish other modules in that case. Similarly, also here, this bar is going to be completely green. The moment you finish the entire 5th module, this bar is going to be completely green in that case. Once you finish all the modules, once you all finish all the modules of the unit 1, this bar will become completely green in that case. Hopefully it is clear. These are the 3 stars. 3 stars mean as the performance is going up, in this case, the star will keep also getting filled in that case. By the time, hopefully by the time when you're writing your exams, everything is going to be filled. Gradually, it will start filling it up as you are doing the performance, gradually start picking it up. Okay, hopefully this is okay. Now, let me just go back to this side of it. Now, skill master is basically the short videos which are mentioned in that case. So for example, if I open part 1, so it will tell you about some videos that how should write financial reporting, cost management, internal control. So these are the videos recorded by the backer itself. So if you click anything, you can see the videos also. It's available, everything, you can see that also. You have the option of adjusting your volume also. You have the option of adjusting the speed also in this case. You have the option of changing the speed. So if you don't have time, you can see it directly at the 2x also. So you can see directly at the 2x also. You can switch that also here. That means if you want to see small, this also, that also, or if you want to see this also, full screen also, you'll do that. Or if you want to see the material full screen also. Okay. Don't worry about it. It's very, very convenient. Captions, that means if you are not, see, it could be the American dialect. Maybe you're not very, very comprehensive in that case. You're not understanding in that case, really well in that case. Absolutely okay. Everything is written in the conversation vibes. Everything is mentioned in this case also. We got a little busy today here, looking at the changes, mention management based on this clear assumption. So let's download the stream. You can see this also. You can see as a captions also. These are the subtitles for you also. Everything is there. If you click everything, you will directly go to that particular portion itself. If I click this, automatically you will reach to that portion. Okay. Going back, this is the skill master. Then we are having the unlimited practice, right? So you want to practice in this case unlimited, right? You want to practice unlimited questions in this case. So you can take anything in this case and try to practice. Let's say you're not good with the external reporting. You start the session and unlimited questions randomly will come in your way, not the module wise, but randomly they will start coming. Rest, how to do it, you are already. Next, we are having is the flashcard. Flashcard is basically a short form for you how to revise in that case. For example, if I pick this up, let's say, right, which are the flashcards? Let's say if I choose everything, or if I choose this. Now it will tell me how is gross margin calculated. Right? If I'm aware, okay, how the gross margin is going to be, their gross margin divided by sales, right? So I just want to see that how is it correct or not. So I'm going to flip it. So yes, it's going to be gross margin is going to be gross margin, that is the sales minus COGS, which is the gross profit divided by sales. Okay, I'm correct in that case. So I will move to that. I think I don't need to see that. Who are the primary users of this general purpose? Okay, let's say if I'm not aware of it. If I'm not aware of it, I will see that. And then say, okay, these are the investors and the other price. Let's say if go back, I'm going back again. Gross margin, I'm sure that how to, I understand really well how is the gross margin calculated. I will mark this as a master. That means I have understand this point. I don't need to see that again. I have mastered that. This I have not understood really well, so I have not mastered that. Let's say the third one. Name the expenses each of the unexpired category and this case. Let's say I have not understood this one. How the multi-step income statement different from the single step. Let's say I'm aware of it. I will say master this. So you will have the modality of mastering it out also, and so that you don't need to see that again. Only the problem areas you want to see it, you'll see that. Again, going out that. The good part is you can go to any of it for that. Or you can show mastered one also, just the mastered one also, or the non-mastered. And the flashcards. Lastly, this is going to be your performance. How the performance of yours is going in this case. You have attempted how many questions got wrong in that case. So overall, you can see your performance in that case, not on the part one level, every unit level also. For example, every unit basis, you can see the performance of yours. Lastly, this circle, that means you can directly go to any question, right? So if you have identified this is the question I want to go, you can directly go on that particular question. You don't need to worry about anything. You can directly go on that particular question. Okay. One last point here is any updates of your course is coming, you will be finding it here. So any course update is coming, you'll find it here also. Any exam, right? So we discussed there are mock exams also. This is a mock exam, which is exactly going to be like your exam. So you will start this, and before writing your exams, we discuss how to do and everything. In this case, you can actually write your exam. So we are going to talk about during the course of our classes also how to attempt. Okay. Yes, I know. That's pretty much from my side. Is voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. It should be okay now. Oh, sorry. Okay. Any questions, everyone? Sure, Maruti, go ahead. About the syllabus, as in what are the course content? That's going to be about part 2, Sarvana. So we are going to start with this. So obviously not you will not understand anything in the initially for the time being. It's going to be financial statement is going to be all about the finance. Corporate finance is going to be all about how you're actually funding your balance sheet, how you're funding your core sources of finance in that case. decision analysis. Decision analysis basically when you're actually taking any decisions, how you should take any particular decision, leasing or purchase. In that case, investment decisions when you're looking to invest anything, professional ethics of this, and lastly, it is going to be risk in that case. Okay, I'll cover that more detail, Sarvana, when we are going to discuss our first class. Then I'll cover that much more detail. Sure, Maruti. I think, Maruti, your question is more better directed by the admin team. I didn't understand your point. Sure. Any questions? How many hours we need to spend per day? It's a very relevant point. So in this case, I would suggest if you are regularly doing the classes, with the classes, if you're giving on a regular basis, I would say 2 hours on a weekday, 2 hours on the weekday, and 3 to 4 hours if you are doing on the weekend, that's going to be more than enough. That's going to be more than enough for you. Becker validity is, Sanjeev, 2 years. I think, but still, I think they can extend it to certain point of also if you're informing that below also. So I think if you have any admin issues on that, you be in touch with the team. They will help you out also on the same. Any other questions? Same, Amarti, I would say on an average after office, if you're spending 1 to 2 hours, that's going to be good enough. And on the weekends, if you're spending 3 to 4 hours, that's going to be more than enough. So that means my whole idea is by the time the batch is going to be over, by the time the batch is there, ongoing batch is there, if you can finish that during the batch at least 1 to 2 times, you're good to go. Class schedule. Have you got the schedule? Have you not got the schedule? So we are starting from 23rd. We are starting from 23rd April. We are keeping it for 6:30 to 10:30 p.m. So 4 hours class we are keeping. And I think we have almost 25 to 26 lectures. Is that okay, Sanjeev? Any other questions? No? Anytime. Okay, one quick point before we wrap, everyone. No questions? Shall I move? So, sorry, I didn't get your name real. Can you please tell your name? Weber. Okay, Weber. Part 1 will start after we finish the part 2. So most likely it will start in August. Have you done? Anyone of you have done part 1 with us till now? No, I think. Have you done, Maruti? Weber, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, you have not done. Firoz, have you done part 1 with us? No? Okay. One last point, everyone. Becker book, have you received it? Everyone has got the material? Book. Everyone got the book? Sure, Sanjeev. Has everyone got the book? Okay, if not, then I would suggest please be in touch with the team, try to get the book ASAP, so that if I'm asking you to write any notes, any pointers, you can note that. That's the point number 1. Before I wrap, I just want to talk about 1 or 2 things in that case. I would suggest please make a register if it is possible. I think it is going to be much helpful if you make a register. See, you're doing these classes, right? You can see the Becker lecture also. You can see you can read the Becker book also. But when you're doing these classes, right? When you're doing these classes with us, in that case, I would suggest it's more helpful if you are having register with you. If you are having register with you, in that case, if you are whatever the notes, if I'm dictating you, whatever the charts which I'm telling you, whatever the graphs which I'm telling you, whatever the graphs and the whatever I'm telling you, you can actually note it down, right? See, it's not like a video, it's not like a YouTube video that you can see it. In that case, you will not find any value out of it. Till that time you're not making the notes, till that time you're not making the charts and the graphs. My whole idea is going to be to condense everything. The whole idea is to condense everything in the shorter version so that you can revise it much better. That's something where I come into the picture. Again, again, if you're not making it, if you're saying that I will make it later, I don't think it is going to be much advantages. So I would suggest strongly, please make a register where whatever we are discussing in the class, you can actually note it down in that case. Okay, so please make a register, a fresh register, leave beginning 2-3 pages, initial 2-3 pages, you just leave empty, so that you can make an index of that, index of whatever that we are going to discuss in the classes itself. All right, is that okay, everyone? So Maruti, I can tell about the classes I'm going to take. I cannot give you anything on this. I cannot talk about on behalf of the PGLD, but I can say I will provide you all the proper guidance and the learnings in that case. So obviously I'm not going to give you any sales pitch on that, how will I assure you on that. For that, I think you will be in touch with the team. I can just tell you that coming with a lot of experience, with a lot of understanding, once you get to know, you will see that how is the change going to be in this. Okay. Any other points? No? Okay, I think then we can wrap. I'll see you guys on 23rd and looking forward to meet you soon and start from there. All right. Thank you so much for your time and I'll see you next class. Bye-bye. Have a good day.